Hello, it is Isaac from Wood Designer, and what I'm going to showcase today is how I can add some V-grooves into the back of my cabinets. Not just that, also how I can save them as a structure and quite regularly use them in PolyBoard with my setup. And the question I've been asked for doing this or completing this is specific for going between PolyBoard and VCarve Pro, although it may be similar for different software as well. What I'm going to do first is click on my back panel and edit my structure, and I'm going to make a single panel fitting. And I'm going to create this groove. So I'm going to add a fitting, and I've got one that I've already created called groove. And let's have a look at how I've set this up. Just note this is quite a generic setup, and it may be different depending on what you're doing. But I've set up a simple groove on face one of my material. I've added a 10mm width. Not that that is as necessary, as I will eventually export it as a single line, but I've set up a 10mm width, 5000mm length, so that I'm always going to cover the height of my cabinet, and a depth of 8mm. Additionally to that, what I've also set up is a tool identifier, and I've called it test line, but of course that can be called whatever you need it to be called. I'm going to press OK, and I have that single panel fitting, that groove now on my panel. And because it's a single panel fitting, I could add a horizontal rule to this as well. So for my example, let's add maybe 20, 20, 120. So we have plenty of them. So 20mm from the left and right, I have my first groove, and then a maximum spacing of 120mm between. But of course, you can set up whatever groove you're going to require. I'm going to press OK. I can't view this right here, but if I go into my 3D workspace, I can see this now. And just note, you can save this as a structure. So if you go edit and add the structure to the library, that will apply as a library structure. And you'll be able to use that again as many times as you need. And you'll also be able to apply that to a manufacturing method if that's something that you would like to do for common use with a single type of cabinet. To export this to VCarve Pro, I'm just going to come to my post-processor options and go to my DXF post-processor that I'm normally using. And I want to add a custom tool here and add that custom tool that I'd used before. And I can put in a few parameters for that. Let's just make sure, though, our type of export is going to be set to line for this example. I'm going to press OK and export that now. Let's send that to my post-processor. I'll save that in a file called cabinet1, and now we can open VCarve Pro. I'm going to import that file, just that back panel, and we should be able to see all of those different lines now on my component, and they have just come through as single lines. What I'm going to do is set up the cutter I'm using and just run that through the center of that line. So this could be used for toolpath templates, of course. I'm just going to select my layer. There it is there. And let's apply a toolpath. Let's apply a milling toolpath. Let's use, do I have an example V cutter? Yes, I do. Let's do this one here. And let's run that tool at maybe 4mm in depth. I want to make sure I'm machining on that line, as that line is the center of the groove I made in PolyBoard. So it's going to make that V-shaped cut for me. So on the line, I'd probably only do a single pass. And then when I'm happy, I can save that. I can add that to a toolpath template. I could name that to be, for example, my V cutter. And let's make sure we associate with the correct toolpath so we can then save it as a toolpath template. When we're finished, we can calculate that. Select layer vector, calculate. There we go. And I can set that up for machining. So that's how I would set that up. There is multiple different ways in PolyBoard, but I find that's the most efficient. And I like that I can save it as a structure in my library and reuse that whenever I need. So I'm not manually having to create that every single time. I hope that's been helpful. Thank you for watching.